She's making angry faces in faraway places. Hillary Clinton visited India recently. And I can tell, judging from the remarks she made there, that clearly she's been studying Dale Carnegie's self-help book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Chapter 1, if you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive.
I won the places that are optimistic, diverse, dynamic, moving forward, and his whole campaign, Make America Great Again, was looking backwards. You know, you didn't like black people getting rights, you don't like women, getting jobs, you don't want to, see that Indian American succeeding more than you are. Whatever your problem is, I'm going to solve it.
Oh, what a jackass. That'll get a Trump voter to change sides for sure. And how about the chapter called How to Change People Without Offending or Arousing Resentment?
We do not do well with white men, and we don't do well with married white women. And part of that is an identification with the Republican Party, and a sort of ongoing pressure to vote the way that your husband, your boss, your son, whoever, believes you should.
Oh, God. No. She nailed it. She nailed that. Hey, women didn't vote for me. You're just a dumb puppet. With a message like that, who wouldn't want to vote Democrat in 2020? Speaking of 2020, the Democrats are now scratching their heads about who could go toe-to-toe against Donald Trump. But I think I know just the person.
In 2016, it wasn't their year. But in 2020, the Democrats will unleash a brand new candidate to lead the resistance to victory. Someone with a new vision for America. A freedom fighter, a fresh face, a grassroots hero. Her name, Hillary Clinton. This up-and-comer is bitter, mean, cranky, and vindictive. All the things you want in a rising star. In just 4 short decades, she's already given so much to real Americans. Things like hugs, faces, fashion, and totally normal laughter. Plus, this long list of accomplishments. Wow! So vote Hillary Clinton in 2020. She's new, but she'll grow on you.
That's the best campaign ad ever made. Charlie, please defend Hillary in one way or another. I'm asking to challenge you.
I would defend her by saying this. I don't know why anybody was surprised by what she said over there. There are a whole lot of people in the Democratic Party, I think, believe exactly those things she says, as disgusting as they are. But I do think it's really fun, especially funny, that she talks about these women who, I know that if I walked into the kitchen and told my wife who she was voting for, I would be wearing an iron skillet on my face, and it would say Lodge right here. But actually, she would just ignore me. But what's funny about it is, as the messenger of that message, she's the one who, her entire career is based entirely on the fact that she married the right person, and that she did what he told her to do.
Exactly.
And he got through everything. And then finally, the thing that is the most amazing thing, that woman was almost president.
Yeah.
We almost. Yeah. Everyone thought she was going to be the next president.
Yeah, the amazing thing is she lost to Donald Trump.
Yes.
I mean, that's just insane. Kat, if you were running the DNC, what would you say to Hillary?
Just to stop talking. Seriously, it's pathetic. She's like a girl who, goes on a date, doesn't get a call the next day, and is like, you know what? He must just not remember how to work his phone. It couldn't possibly be my fault. Doesn't she know that when women or anyone vote, they're not doing that in front of their husband, that they're doing that by themselves? So even if they really wanted to make their husbands happy, what they would do, I would think, would just tell their husbands that they voted for Trump and vote for Hillary. They would do the lying thing, is what I think they would do. But they didn't do that. They did the voting for Trump thing, because that's the thing they wanted to do.
Yeah. Chris, do you think Do you think Hillary realizes that even if she says something in India, we're eventually going to hear it? Or do you think there's like a weird firewall?
I think she's always aware of where she's at because you notice in the video she like goes down the normal list of, you know, they don't like black people, they don't like this, and then she like sees the sign, she's like if you're an Indian American,
Unbelievable.
we didn't do well with white males or the Electoral College. That's part of it.
All right, Jedediah, there was an incident. You were on with Hillary on The View.
Her.
What happened there? Something happened.
I interviewed her and I asked her. We were interviewing her about her book.
Nice.
And I was saying, yeah, exactly. I said, and I was asking about her being tone deaf because if you read the book, it's almost like she has no conception of how could I have lost? Why was the race so close?
Yeah.
And I said to her, people around the country didn't like your message. They were broke. They hated Obamacare. And she's looking at me like, no, that wasn't it. There is a tone deafness that's startling. But if you actually interview her, it's just like you're immediately written off. Like, no, that's not it. And it's getting worse.
Did they edit you?
Like, they did not edit me. I had some questions that I wanted to ask that I didn't get to ask. I wanted to ask about her emails and where they all went. We didn't get to that one, but
surprise.
But you know, I did ask her that, and it went viral because there's no acknowledgement of her to even say, you know what? Maybe I did miss the boat on this. Maybe there are all these areas of the country I didn't go to.
Right.
Maybe that was a problem. Zero. And now this stuff with women and what? I mean, I want to say like, knock knock. Is anybody there? Like, honestly, I think there's something almost wrong with her. It's crazy.
Whenever you say knock knock, is anyone in there? It's Bill Clinton just putting his pants on. That's her. That's her. Get out the window. That was probably the best thing that Bill Clinton ever did in the White House was build that like weird inflatable slide from the Lincoln bedroom. So whenever the doorbell rang, they just shoved the lady down the slide, and she landed immediately on like W Street.
I thought you were serious for a second. I thought he was serious. I'm not kidding.
I'm never serious. All right, we got to move on. More stuff to talk about. This show is so great. It really is. All right. Which border wall will Trump choose? I hope it's made of delicious candy because I love the candy. All right.